taking on the top-seeded team in the playoffs, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Keeping it on the ground here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone.
So, like, usually when I'm in a rush, I just simulate. I don't want to play every game in the playoffs, so I usually simulate the offense. I mean the defense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run. But not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
So the thing I didn't realize with this game is that on Dynasty the coaches cap out. So like if you and this level should be on All-American, by the way. The thing is, like, the coaches in Dynasty, they like caps out. So if you get to level 50, you can't like add any more points to anything. I don't know why they did that. Like, you get 30 years of Dynasty. They should just let you fill it out till you have basically everything, right? Some peculiar choices with this. I won't be buying the game next year. It's fun. The gameplay's pretty decent, but it's weird when they bring these type of games back without features that the features that the game in the past had. So like the past game is better than the newer version, and it seems like with this they're gonna end up going the route of Madden. So like in the gaming world, it's been well known that that the team at EA that did college football was a better team, and that's why college football was always really polished compared to Madden for the PS3 and PS2. More features. They always had a couple extra animations that Madden didn't have, but now it looks like that's not going to be the case for college football. I think they kind of dropped the ball on a lot of stuff. Can't create teams. They have less teams. I remember in a couple college footballs they had some. At the time, I guess. At the time, this is showing my age, but at the time it would have been the 1AA schools, which are now the FBS schools or FCS schools. They would have a couple FCS schools, the more prominent ones, and the different teams, the mascot teams, and all that. But more importantly, they had the option to create teams and stadiums and colleges and players, which you can't do here. And the progression is a bit broken. I don't mind that they cap the players, to say this player can only get so good. I think that makes it more realistic, because you could turn every player into a 99, and that's not like your whole team's 99. But the problem is that the guys don't progress based off of performance at all, really, in this game. So it doesn't matter how many awards you win or anything like that. It doesn't really increase their progression. Their in-game goals will increase the progression a little bit, but it's not really significant. So I think they can fix that too. But like I said, I mean, this game is actually pretty fun. But I think for someone like me who's not really trying to play competitively online, I'm not going to buy it next year. I think I'm one and done with this. And I haven't bought Madden in like 4 or 5 years because, they phoned it in. They they're not, like, let's be real, like they're not even trying with Madden. And I don't care if I lose this game. I just redid the profile for my coach. But I mean, I am going to try to win. But I also realized I got the wrong playbook. But yeah, I don't know what's up with EA. And in general, I think it's kind of we're all kind of victims of the modern era, which is basically the fact that they can update these games on the fly, so they put games out that aren't quite as polished. Like, back in the day, there was no updates, so you had to put out a polished game or the reviews were going to kill you, and you weren't going to sell any games. The problem with EA, though, is even when there's known problems or known things that people don't like about the game, they don't update it to fix it. So there's been a lot of complaints now since the inception of this game, since a month, with Dynasty, with not being able to create schools and players, with the cap on the coaching abilities. So you have all of these options to update your coach and like help them like recruit and things like that. But you're capped, so you can only get but like a third of them. Like you can't even. It doesn't even let you accumulate enough points to get half of the things available. Combine that with not being able to create recruits, which was a big thing. In general, I would just say they kind of dropped the ball on this game, big time. But the gameplay's quality. Haven't noticed too many glitches. There's some glitchy plays that you can select that basically are guaranteed touchdowns, but they're so deep in the playbook that it doesn't really bother me, But I mean, that's basically the gist of it. We're gonna see if we can go ahead and win. But it's just weird. And then there's like there's also glitched players who can't progress. So like, I'm playing with the Huskers. So Raiola, the Huskers 5-star quarterback freshman, is the player's glitched. So he can't make any progression. He has no ratings that show up for anything. And there's a number of players in the game that are like that. And it's like, it's been a month in and they haven't fixed it. So there's probably no plans to fix it. Stuff like that with EA. Like, I think they're going to see a tremendous decrease in the sales for next year. I think most of the sales, like myself, is just the hype of being able to play college football again. But they came back with something that's way inferior to the previous iterations of the game. So don't know why they did that. It's kind of annoying.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run.
It's yeah.
Good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have
nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
This is what happens when you don't pick the right playbook.
Having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Tipped and then dropped. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the
Definitely
ball.
no RPOs.
I thought it was going to be a completion. Gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Caught near the goal line.
Oh, short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
After the huge play, they're pounding.
And the other thing that I noticed that I don't and maybe someone could correct me on this, but the other thing that I noticed is I didn't see an option to export draft class. So like if you were playing Madden, right, before it would be you would take your before it would be you would take your draft class, right? You're playing college football and you're playing Madden. So every year you complete a season in college football, you take that class and you import it into Madden so you can then draft those players. And I didn't see that option. So I don't have Madden, so maybe it's there or maybe it's saved somewhere, but it doesn't look like there's an export draft class option from what I see. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But just things like that, for this game. So I'll still, probably log on and live stream this game from time to time when I'm in the playoffs or something like that. Because I do plan to play the Dynasty. I do plan to play the Dynasty quite a bit. Now that I also understand how it works a little better.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
I don't know if there's
We're going for it.
Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets
If we can't get 1 yard, we don't deserve it.
does a nice job at the line of scrimmage and they make a play.
Oh,
they stopped him. First down here for this offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Fights through a tackle.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Back's got it again. Breaks loose at the 45.
man, I need to recruit some backs with some speed because I'm sick of these slow backs. That should have been a house trip.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Powers through the tackle. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Huskers pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Ball handed off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, I picked the wrong playbook. I really wanted to run the option Nebraska style. Like back in the day. But
now the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
I didn't pick the right playbook. So I don't see any option. Alright, I need slot. Let's go.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab made by the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Stop.
The tight end knows that they've become
There
a
we go.
big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands.
Just trucks through the defender. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown! First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Oh, by the way, guys, I got a Kickstarter
And here's the handoff.
coming for my comic book Tuesday the 17th. You guys can check that out at goldentreepublishing.com. It's a nice fantasy story. If you like Elden Ring and the lore behind that, you'll probably like this.
That last play. We'll take a timeout while they
Looks
check it
like
out.
I got to
Down
score
here.
on
Time
this.
for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. On fourth down, they'll try and run.
No!
Oh, he did not.
Stuffed.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
I get another chance. Good job, D. This dude coming off the edge is a beast, huh?
Behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
See, these plays are trash, yo.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's looking to scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed.
I don't know who number 33 is. He's slow as molasses, eh? We got to get some speed in there. Let me see something. What is his speed, boy? Oh, yeah, he's slow as dirt. I wish that for the history of sports games, I wish they would figure something out with speed. It's way better than it was in the past, where you could just get the fastest guy and still run. But like in football, we all know, like, just because a guy's fast doesn't mean they're good, right? Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Jerome Bettis, Derrick Henry. None of these guys are the fastest guys. But they were the dominant backs of their era because they, you know, because of other intangibles. And so I feel like
they get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback?
I feel like they
Laser to get that one in there for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Huskers. They have jumped in front in the final. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a
Clutch performance.
Now the stage gets even bigger.
I think for the next Crazy for Death episode, I'm going to jump back into Elden Ring and do the playthrough of the, I think it's like the Skardu Atlas plains. I think that's gonna be what's next. So I'm gonna finish this run, and then maybe tomorrow or maybe later tonight I'm gonna jump into Elden Ring. I need to jump back into Aliens Fire Team. Haven't played that in a while, so I can go friendly fire some people. So I had the wrong playbook, so we gotta make sure we have the right playbook this time. Got my little custom playbook. I also wish I had like a quicker way to get through this and have to go through every single item. Custom Pro. Yeah. Like the one thing they definitely need to change is they need to lift the cap on the coaching points. And they need to so basically the way around that though, the way around that in a way, I mean you start over, but if you want to just switch it up and do different coaching points is you can retire and create a new coach, and basically you don't have to switch teams because what you do is you create a new coach for a different team and then immediately retire that coach and create a new coach for the team you want to coach. So like that's kind of what I did. I had a coach, he got maxed out level 50 for Nebraska. So once that happened, I basically just took him, and so like I said, I wanted to run the option. Basically, take him and then retire him, bring a new coach in. You got to pick a different team, but then you can go ahead and immediately retire that coach to go back to your team. So now I have a brand new coach for Nebraska. And again, see, like, he just won the Heisman. He's not getting better. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Speed still kills in these games.
Being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Just changing the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
That's why you want speed. Get the ball way back there like that.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Moves the ball out across the 30.
Straight wishbone. This is like high school offense. Reminds me of back in the day. We used to play teams with the wishbone, the wing T. Come on.
What a decision. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
That's part of running the option. That can happen.
First down play call.
Gotta get that.
How aggressive will it be? They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance.
See, he's kind of slow, the quarterback, so he's not. I rarely keep it with him. But depending on if he comes back next year or goes pro or gets better or whatever, I've got a quarterback with 89 speed in the wings waiting to take over the starting role. Even though I thought this dude, the way he setting records and winning awards, he'd be like a 99 by now. Because he doesn't have really any caps. He doesn't have too many caps on his ability. He can definitely get to like 93, 94 at least. Dang.
He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback just
never underestimate the check down.
And get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense makes the stop after the completion. That completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly.
Boy, if I had Eric Crouch on here.
Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback.
See, it's a little more speed. That's a touchdown, man.
After the catch.
Got to be careful with the option in this game, too, because the quarterbacks will get hurt if they take too many hits.
Trying to muscle it across the line. So it's 1st and 10.
The one thing I do like about the wishbone, too, is it's even, right? So whether you're switching to play or not, nobody has to move or anything. You can just run it.
Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch.
Oof.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the
You can just run it either way, but there's no like shift in formations if you flip it.
Their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Quarterback still with the football.
See, this is why you want speed, like I said, for that. They fall backwards.
The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now for the offense. They'll try the option play here.
You gotta love those late pitches.
Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage.
Where's my starting back? What happened to him? And he's gone.
Gets into space at the 50. That's a big game.
I'm fiending to get a running back with 99 speed. Few and far between, but I'm sure they're out there somewhere in the recruiting landscape.
When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following the play.
The amount of secondary players that have 99 speed in this game is interesting. There's a lot of them.
Solid gain though in the completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Off the play fake, looking to
That's
throw
the other thing.
down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up, fights his way in for the score. Touchdown. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they
The other thing too is, he's at the house. You're looking for things like on the left here. It's like bump and run. So if this is cover 2, I'm going to try to drop it in between the safety and the cornerback after he releases. If it's man, he should get by him. Or he might bail out, and it could be cover 3. Let's see. Yep, cover 3. So let's see if I was right. Yep, cover 3. But that's kind of what you're looking for in this game, too, when you're running goes. You probably see if they're way off like that, you're probably not going to get it off. Ooh, he was sitting right there. Little man zone. Man zone's the hardest to read, obviously, but it's actually it can be beat. I just don't have the speed on the outside to kind of just do whatever I want in the passing game. If you have really fast wide receivers, I mean, forget about it. You know, you throw for 10,000 yards in the season, even on All-American. Even on Heisman. Maybe not on Heisman, because computer does some things where they, they're just going to give themselves the win no matter what you do. But still.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long
Oh,
The ball is picked off.
all right. Stop.
Brought down after a short return at the 20th.
Waited too long for that. Waited way too long to throw that football.
Here comes the Nebraska offense.
But I'm trying to get some one-on-ones on the outside.
In the final minute, they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead.
And I'm just not really.
He's picked for a time tonight.
That's crazy.
Going the other way, can they stop him?
It's annoying. Not overly concerned,
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
but dang.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made way down to the 25. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game. With
That's kind of what I was looking for, that one-on-one, but whatever. Do I get the ball at halftime? I don't know. Maybe not. Either way. I also got to figure out what the hell happened to my starting running back, because
That's a
he's
solid game before the defense able to bring him down. And a player is down injured after that last play.
Because he's not in.
They check him out.
Gotta love that.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Got one timeout left. Gonna go with the option.
Able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
Touchdown.
Opens up one up.
Let's go.
Looking to score. Makes it across the.
Gotta love the option. Takes me back.
First down here for this offense.
Takes me back to those Eric Crouch days with the Huskers.
With the option. Pitch to the back. And a big game.
Only with Eric Crouch, I'm keeping it every time. I'm not pitching it.
Fresh set of downs.
I'm not pitching it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They're going to run the option.
Look at that.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
He's going to get hurt soon. He keeps taking these hits, so I'm going to go to some regular runs after this.
And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere.
So, a good play for this. Come with something like Vikings drive. Try. Looking for R1. Looking for X.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Oh.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football.
Probably could have threw that to the outside, actually.
Bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away.
The other thing about this game, too, is they got a roughing the kicker issue, where a computer just inexplicably runs into the kicker quite frequently. It happens against you and for you, so I guess it's even. It's not like it just happens to you. Computer does it too, but it's just like, why? Like, you know what I mean? It's bad design. Why is the tight end in on this?
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
That's also an issue. I'm like, why is the tight end there? Trying to run go routes.
Second down coming out. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you gotta love this if you're defensive coordinator.
Getting
All
smoked.
about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his
Trying to decide, should I let computer continue to play defense or should I step up? But it's fine. Somebody got to make a play, right, guys?
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He'll toss it to the back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
See, like this, if I get through here, it should be a touchdown.
Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first
The way
down.
they had that hole in the middle.
Explosive play, big gain, spotted down near the 37. And the Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
So they'll do that. You saw that shift? If that was a pass play, I'd have just hiked it. They didn't have any cornerbacks there. But it was a run up the middle. And a lot of times they'll do that shift when you do that. And if you hike it, then all of a sudden they got, you know, 9 guys in the box. They're going to blow your play up.
Nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
I'm going to go here. Safety valve, circle.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Griffin. Finding space at the 20. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Sitting in a pretty
and the faces in this game were scary for the crowd and the cheerleaders.
Let's take a quick look at the game stats when we have a chance.
I remember back in the Game Breaker days,
Here we go. First play.
NCAA Game Breaker.
The offense has a first down.
They were the first ones to give you the option to do the playoff, to do a playoff instead of when you did your season, you could select regular season where the top 2 teams play for the national title, but they also gave you a playoff option.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short game.
And that was way back in the day. And then I think they got in trouble for doing that by college football. And so then the next year,
Looking to throw.
why do you pump it? And then the next year they sometimes this game the mechanics are wonky, but then the next year they didn't have it because I think the NCAA basically like threatened them like, hey, you can't put this in the game again, because obviously playoffs have always been the obvious format because every other football has playoffs. High school, every other division of college, so 1AA, AAA, Division 3, Division 2. They were the FCS was the only one that didn't have the playoff, and obviously because the money involved in the bowl games and so on and so forth.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
But that was always the obvious choice, is to have a playoff.
Getting set. Here's second down.
But they just wouldn't do it. And the funny thing is the format for the playoff that Game Breaker had is basically exactly what they have now, which is
There's a handoff.
you still have the 4 major bowl games. They're just playoff games now, which is what they did, right? The Rose Bowl and the Orange Bowl and Sugar Bowl and all these other bowls. I don't think the Sugar Bowl is a bowl anymore. I think there's a Chick-fil-A bowl now. But essentially, all those bowl games were playoff games like they're doing now. So you still get the bowl games, you still get the trophy, you still get the award, and it makes the playoffs not so meaningless to the players because maybe you don't win the national championship, but you win the Rose Bowl and lose in the national championship. PI. And so that's like the logical conclusion to me anyway. And they finally got it right, and obviously what helps with that is the NIL and the fact that these universities don't have to pretend like they're not making the type of money that they're making like they used to, because players couldn't make any money, so they used to have to pretend like, oh, we don't really bring in that much money, it's just facilities. Now they can just do the deals, everything's kind of out in the open.
Down here in the red zone. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
But it was insane to see the mental gymnastics behind not letting players get paid. But also the crazy thing about why college football got canceled, though, no disrespect, was because somebody, nah, we're going for it. Because somebody, I forget who it was. Of course, it was some scrub quarterback, I think from BYU, had sued EA Sports because they, remember how they didn't use names. They just did numbers and equivalent stats, basically, right? So it was the player, but it wasn't the player, all right? He sued them and won, and that basically canceled EA because EA was like, we're not going to pay players. First off, that's an incredible amount of money to try to have to fork out to all these NCAA players to use their names. So it basically killed the game, and he basically single-handedly killed college football, so that everybody that was a part of that class action, essentially, all the college players could get $14. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the players would rather just had the ability, would have preferred to just be able to play the game than to get that $14 that they got from the class action, because NCAA used their name and likeness. But that's a interesting story for the NCAA college football game. I also remember a time when you couldn't really run with the quarterback at all because they would always make them fumble. Like, for some reason, like if you were the quarterback, you didn't know how to hold the ball properly. And so you would have someone like Mike Vick. Every time he got hit outside of the pocket, he was going to fumble. Eric Cross would fumble. Randall Lau, all these guys would fumble back in the day. They finally got it right. I think once a little deeper into the life cycle of the PS2. And part of that was, like I said, oh, come on. Oh, you're kidding me.
Man, Chris, we can hear the...
Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Looking to throw it on first down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot.
All right, on to the next season. That's fine. Fumble that ball, boy.
Stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys have done...
Anyway, now I can get to the off season and do what I want to do. So ideally, I think you want to work this tree and you want to work this tree. And I think this is the one. This is the one you want to unlock. For sure. Gotta get me some running backs that can actually run. Oh wow, you know what's crazy? I just realized they're still in my they're still in my points. You know what it is? I know what it is. I was like, what? League settings. What's happening is they're unlocking stuff for me. User auto progression off. I was like, what? That's fine. And now I don't want to get fired, so I gotta win the national title. But yeah, that's it for this live stream. Catch you guys on the next one.